Haruhino and Ono just started dating. They seemed sweet like any couple, but both had the same question. They cooked together all the time. They went out and talked often, but they did these things as friends too. Now as a couple they felt awkward. Haruhino felt something was missing. She talked to her neighbor Nagumo. She wanted answers, but Nagumo wasn't social either. She had even less dating experience. She couldn't give Haruhino the answer. But Nagumo said one thing: dating is going out together, doing things you both enjoy. This gave Haruhino an idea. Next day Haruhino saw a flyer. It was strawberry picking season. This was perfect for her and Ono. Meanwhile, Ono forgot her lunch today. She went out with her co-workers. 3 women chatting together, talking about cooking. Seiko said she's best at potato stew. Miss Takagi was from Sichuan, China. She said Sichuan's best dish is twice-cooked pork. Ono listened carefully. That night she made it for Haruhino. Haruhino loved it. Cabbage wrapped around pork belly. She ate happily. After dinner, Haruhino showed Ono the flyer. Ono looked at the flyer. She pointed at vegetable picking. She wanted to go there. They could cook the vegetables, make lots of good food. She asked where Haruhino wanted to go. Haruhino wanted strawberries, but she wanted Ono happy more. She said vegetables sounded great. Her girlfriend's happiness came first. If Ono was happy, she'd be happy too. Back in her room, Haruhino made plans. She listed famous restaurants nearby. They'd eat well that day. Then Ono texted her. She wanted to bring a bento. Haruhino's plans were pointless now, but she agreed immediately. Soon the day came. Warm sunshine, fresh air, their first real date. Ono brought 2 sun hats, different styles. They looked good together. First stop was cauliflower. Simple method. Grab the base, twist and pull. It comes out. They each got one. They took a photo. Second stop was radishes. This was harder. Haruhino pulled too hard. She fell down. Ono took a photo of her. Next was cabbage. Haruhino found a bug. Ono jumped back. This brought them closer. After all that work, they were exhausted. They took their vegetables, went to a park, ate their bento. While eating and talking, Ono saw good restaurants listed. Haruhino knew the signature dishes. Ono suddenly realized Haruhino had made plans already. She said she'd bring bento, so Haruhino changed everything. Ono felt guilty. That evening Ono saw Nagumo. Nagumo smiled. Did you enjoy strawberry picking? Ono froze. Nagumo said Haruhino told her about strawberries. Now Ono understood. Back in her room, Ono felt terrible. Haruhino gave up her plans, just to make Ono happy. Ono felt so guilty. Haruhino always puts others before herself. This troubles her girlfriend Ono. Haruhino grew up in a family that favored sons. Her father was controlling. She learned to stay quiet. Over the years, staying quiet became a habit, one she couldn't break. In life, she always chose to compromise, to make others happy. This shaped her into someone gentle. She'd always show up when you needed her. But now the gentleness has become a problem in her relationship. Ono knows Haruhino sacrificed so much for them. She feels guilty about it. One evening, on their way home from work, Ono asked what's been bothering her. Haruhino's answer was gentle as always. All about as long as you're happy. I'm fine either way. Ono could accept that, but she wished for something, for Haruhino to think about herself. Haruhino didn't care about that. Love can mean unconditional giving. That night, Ono looked at yesterday's photos. She couldn't fall asleep. She called her friend Yako. She needed advice. Ono told Yako, Haruhino is too gentle. She never asks for anything. She's worried Haruhino keeps sacrificing herself. She'll become even more withdrawn. She suggested Ono find some time to really talk with Haruhino, clear the air, so they can understand each other better. Yako's words gave Ono clarity. She texted Haruhino that night, asked to have dinner together on the weekend, and talk things through. Haruhino knew what Ono wanted to discuss. Haruhino immediately agreed, and suggested she'd cook this time. The two lovers switched roles today. The table of vegetable soup looked amazing. Meanwhile, Ono was busy in the kitchen too. When she came in, she was carrying a plate. She said this was dessert, made it in her free time. Haruhino served Ono a big bowl of soup, beef and vegetable soup. Ono tasted Haruhino's cooking carefully. The daikon radish was perfectly tender, full of flavor, sweet with a hint of beef's richness. Ono didn't expect Haruhino to cook this well. She kept complimenting her. Haruhino, who rarely smiles, got a bit shy. After dinner, Ono opened the dessert she brought. It was strawberry pie, simple to make, but it carried Ono's feelings. They couldn't go strawberry picking together. She went to the supermarket for fresh strawberries, made them into dessert, to make up for what they missed. That's when she spoke what was on her mind. She hopes Haruhino can be more selfish, speak up about what she wants. Love isn't about one person sacrificing. Haruhino was moved by Ono's words. She doesn't do it on purpose. She grew up in that kind of family. She had no choice but to stay quiet. Over time, she learned to give in on everything. After hearing Haruhino's story, Ono understood her past behaviors. Now that they've cleared the air, time to have some strawberry pie. Make things sweet. Haruhino took a big bite first. Crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, perfectly sweet. Ono pulled out a package. It was strawberry seeds. She wants to plant these seeds with Haruhino. Next year, they might pick the strawberries they planted today, harvesting the fruits of their love together. Two women want to rent a place. They want to live together, but they're a same-sex couple. Finding an apartment is really difficult. This is their first disagreement. Haruhino wants to tell the realtor. Tell them they're a couple. That way it'll be easier to find the right place. Ono says okay, but her expression shows something else. She's uncomfortable. Haruhino knows what Ono worries about. Ono is afraid people will judge them. Haruhino understands, but she still feels disappointed. Two people in love, living together. That should be a happy thing. Why do they have to be so cautious? Haruhino has more courage than Ono. More courage to face the outside world. She wants to face difficulties with Ono. Face them together. But courage isn't something you can just summon. That night Ono calls her friend Yako. She shares her troubles. Yako's gay friend had the same problem, but they eventually found a place. Through a special agency. An agency for LGBTQ clients. Yako says she can help. She can help them reach out. This is a huge help for Ono. The next day something happens. Her co-worker Kosa tells Ono. Their former colleague Kino quit. She quit her job. Her partner's work transferred to another city. She's moving with them. Kosa says marriage gives people security. This comment really gets to Ono. If marriage gives people security, and she and Haruhino can't get married, does that mean they'll live with uncertainty? Live with it forever? Kosa suddenly realizes something. After work she finds Ono. She apologizes, says she didn't consider Ono's perspective. This apology surprises Ono, but she's also grateful to Kosa. That comment really hurt her, because Kosa has the option to marry, while she doesn't. The two of them usually talk about everything, but this time they couldn't discuss it, not from the same standpoint. That made her feel lonely. Kosa understands. She understands how Ono feels. She says why can't same-sex marriage be recognized? It really doesn't make sense. Just having her friends understanding. That's enough. That's enough for Ono. This heart-to-heart helps both of them. They let go of some worries. That evening she and Haruhino eat together. They eat udon. She gets a text from Yako. It's about the realtor. There's progress on the apartment situation. Ono says what's been weighing on her heart. She thanks Haruhino, thanks her for her honesty and her courage. From now on she'll face things bravely, together with Haruhino, because she wants to cherish every moment with Haruhino. Meeting someone who supports you mutually. The road ahead will surely be steady. Nagumo's new friends are moving away. Her heart feels like it's being torn apart. Ono and Haruhino found a new place, but this means separation. Will their newly formed friendship end here? After the four of them had dinner last time, they decided to throw another party, this time making takoyaki. Haruhino suggested hosting it at her place. Yako would bring the machine. Ono would handle the ingredients. Nagumo couldn't eat, but she still wanted to join. Haruhino's place was tiny. Everyone sat on the floor. They gathered around a low table. This actually brought them closer together. Ono poured the batter onto the machine. Everyone added ingredients together. After the batter solidified, they used tools to flip them into balls. Ono asked Nagumo if she wanted to try. Nagumo raised her hand. She said yes. She wasn't as skilled as Ono, but she was patient. Soon the batch turned golden brown. After drizzling on the sauce, Haruhino ate with pure joy. But the balls were scorching hot. You couldn't swallow them whole. Watching everyone enjoy themselves, Nagumo suddenly had an idea. She picked one up, put it on her plate, drizzled sauce on it, put it in her mouth. It was surprisingly delicious. Everyone was happy to see Nagumo eating. They all encouraged her to eat more. This relaxed atmosphere made Nagumo happy. After the party, Yako offered to walk with Nagumo. She could walk her to the station. They could take a stroll together. Yako asked if Nagumo felt sad. During dinner earlier, Yako had noticed, when they talked about apartments, Nagumo's expression changed. After Nagumo moved here, having these two friends gave her a sense of belonging in this new place. Now her friends were leaving. Of course she felt down. They would have fewer chances to hang out. Nagumo knew this thinking was selfish, but she supported their new life. Yako was much older than Nagumo. She saw things more clearly. She wanted to tell Nagumo, even if Ono and Haruhino moved away, they could stay in touch. They could meet whenever they wanted. They could get together anytime. Soon they visited Yako's agency. The agent said they didn't mind their relationship, but according to regulations, they had to tell the landlord they were a couple, and needed to negotiate with them. This agency provided great service. They quickly found several apartments. One had large windows, and a spacious kitchen. Ono loved it most. Standing there, she could picture them living together. Soon Ono got the news. The apartment passed the screening. Her work project had also wrapped up. Perfect timing to prepare for the move. Ono decided to cook an amazing meal this weekend to celebrate with Haruhino.